Hello from sunny California. How's everybody doing? It's been a long time since I've done a video, but today's a special day. I figured I'd get back on YouTube and do another review. Since you guys loved my first review of the Dasaita stereo, and I say that very sarcastically, I since then have installed the Alpine Ilx-207. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Ilx-207, and this system is badass. I want to compare it side by side with the Dasaita system that I had in here before and show you guys the differences. And like I said before, you make up your mind of what you want to put in your car, and you make up your own ideas of what you like better or not. This is just my opinion. So here's the beast. She's been covered up for a while. Let's uncover her and get on the road. All right, as before, first things first. How long will it take to connect my phone to the stereo? Look at that. Connected. In no time it connected. See what I'm talking about? That is what a stereo should be like. It should connect in seconds.
Now let's look back and see how long the Dasaita took.
It took about 40 seconds for the Bluetooth to connect. All right, here we go. First things first, I'm going to actually disconnect. Well, not disconnect, but I'm going to pull the microphone out of its placeholder and I'm going to let it dangle. Because I got so much criticism on the first video of the Dasaita. Let's see how this one performs. My guess, we're not going to get road noise or any of that static because this is a much higher end microphone.
Alright, so right now, how do you hear me? I'm at a dead stop.
You are 100% fine. I can hear you clearly, no issues.
Loud and clear. Alright, so as you know, I'm in the yellow bed. It's got a little bit of a loud exhaust. And I'm going to start accelerating, and I'm actually going to hop on the highway here. Right now I'm doing about 25 miles an hour. Has it changed at all?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I'm picking up some speed. You might hear a sonic boom. Alright, I'm doing 50. Does it sound any different?
No, not really, not at all. I can hear a little bit of engine noise, but that's about it. And that's like very, very minimal.
Can't really make out what you're saying, but I'll be able to hear it on the other end. Okay, yeah. So I'm at 55, 60 miles an hour. I'm gonna punch it a little bit.
Okay.
And done about 70. How does this sound right now? Is there any static or any weird noise?
There's a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's on your end or mine.
So no static or anything weird going on?
No, I mean I can hear you fine when you speak. I can hear a little bit of wind noise, but that's it.
The funny part is I can't understand a word you're saying because your phone sucks.
Well,
I'm just cruising down the highway at 75 with traffic. And from what I'm understanding, you can hear me loud and clear, right?
yes, I can.
Now, you want to hear the funny part?
What's that?
In my first video with the Android stereo with the Dasaita,
Uh-huh.
my microphone was hanging because I didn't have a mount for it. I don't know what I did with the mount, and the microphone was just dangling. And it picked up a ton of crackling noise and just static. I know I have a loud exhaust. I'm doing about 50 miles an hour. How's it sound now?
It's pretty shaky.
give it a little bit of gas.
Sounds fine, but they're still static.
And in that video, in the comments of that video, people were just blasting me saying that I'm a fool and what do I expect, you know, since my microphone was hanging. And right now, would you say that the microphone's hanging or is it mounted onto its mount?
I don't know. What is it? Is it hanging again?
It's hanging.
Really?
Because we just gotta let them hang, right?
That's true. This is true. I would say the call quality is pretty pristine, to be honest.
But no static or crackling sound, right?
No.
That is exactly what I had predicted. A higher end microphone is not going to pick up static. It's not going to pick up crackling noise, whether it's mounted or whether it's dangling. So I'm going to just go ahead and mount it and see if you hear any difference. Okay, there. Now it's mounted. It's not dangling anymore, and I'm coming to a stop anyways.
Oh, well then that. I was gonna say I don't hear any wind at all.
You gonna say what?
I was gonna say I didn't hear any wind at all, but you're coming to a stop.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Now people are going to have that complaint. They're going to be like, oh, your stereo sucks because you couldn't hear the person on the other end.
No, it's my phone. It's the phone that's doing it. It's my phone. But I very rarely use this one anyway, so that was my fault.
Alright, I am about to pull a U-turn and get back on the highway here.
Okay.
And of course, I doubt that you'll hear any change. But I'm really gonna gun it now. Tell me if you hear any static. How's the sound?
I actually feel like I heard a little bit more than
All right, take me off speakerphone so I can hear you.
Hey.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. So I can hear you. I have a little bit of more.
No, I still can't hear you. I'm gonna call you back on the other phone. All right, bye.
Hello?
Ah, so much better.
Yeah, it's much better. But I heard a little bit more. I'm recording this one right now for you as well.
Okay.
But what was I going to say? I heard actually more wind noise when you were picking up speed in the other vehicle. I mean, in the second time since it was mounted over the first. But I think you were accelerating maybe a little bit harder, and I heard more engine noise actually, but I never had any issue hearing you at all. You always came through fine, and
That is what I pretty much expected would happen. Actually, I wasn't sure what would happen, but that's pretty interesting. Yeah, because I gunned it just this time around. First, second, and third, I gunned it real fast. And of course, yeah, it's gonna pick up wind noise, but none of the crackling that we heard in the first video. I don't know if you remember the first video I did of the Android system, the Dasaita. It was just terrible. It was terrible, absolutely terrible.
Huh.
So
I wonder what the difference is.
I guess better sound processor in the Alpine, better microphone in the Alpine.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And And that's even with me letting the microphone hang.
I got you. Yeah, I don't have any issue with the interior.
Oh yeah, and you can hear me right now, and I'm on the highway. I'm about to get off the highway, so
Yes.
that's the verdict. The Bluetooth on this Alpine is miles and miles and miles. No, that's not the statement. What do they say? It's light years. The stereo, the microphone on this Alpine is light years ahead in technology and in quality than the Dasaita.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. I agree with that 100%.
All right, man. Well, thank you for helping me out. Yeah.
Anytime.
Hopefully soon we'll get together and do a bunch of footage with your vehicles.
Oh yeah, they're all just sitting here doing nothing. Anytime you want to come out.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you. Thank you.
All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. All right, let's get this review on the road. Let's see how long it takes for the Alpine Ilx-207 to turn on, boot up, and be functional. Wow, look at that. 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and it was ready. That's amazing. Okay. So let's say you just got into your car and you forgot your Bluetooth off on your phone. How long will it take to connect by just turning on your Bluetooth? Connected. Super fast, just like in my Jeep. I will time this once I'm reviewing the video, but that was incredibly fast. Wait, looks like it's doing something else. Okay, connected for calls and audio. First it connected for audio, now connected calls and audio, so perfect. Still incredibly fast, and it actually worked. It didn't fail. So, again guys, the Bluetooth on this system is by far superior. Alright, next, let's go into the actual features of the stereo. So, to change between different modes, whether it's from XM to FM, you just hit this button and it takes you through all the different inputs: auxiliary, Bluetooth audio, FM. If you want to change stations, it's real simple. You have a key to go forward or a key to go backwards one station. You have volume controls. It's just very simple. When I am driving, I don't want to go through a whole touchscreen interface to find different buttons, and I don't like the headaches that I had in that previous system. But this is real simple. Even Sirius XM, it's actually built in to the stereo, and it's very easy to use. If I want to browse stations, I just go to a category. It does take a second to load. That's one drawback, I will say that. But I can see different stations. I can just select them and it plays. I don't have to tether this to my phone to get data and use an app. It's all built in. It's got an antenna, and it's just really easy to use. So there you have it. There's all the options. As far as the camera, same camera I had before, I put it into reverse. Camera loads real quick, and it's not the best quality camera, but not the best quality video either, but it does the job. It'll be good enough to know if there's a little kid on a bike behind me or a cat running across the back of the car or a car pulling up behind me. So yeah, it's not a 1080p or 4K video, but it is what it is. It at least works. One thing to mention that I've never had any touch issues with the screen. It just works as it's supposed to. It's an Alpine. They've been manufacturing stereos for years. I don't know how many years. I can research that and tell you, but they have been doing this for a long time. They're not new to the industry, and their interface, everything works. It's just very, very, very simple. The menu has options for auxiliary inputs, the Bluetooth audio. You have presets that you can set for all the XM stations. And of course, one of the important things for me is this actually works with my steering wheel. I actually added steering wheel controls. I can turn the volume up, turn it down, change channels. I can even pick up and hang up calls through the stereo. So one great feature that I didn't have, actually didn't have it installed before when I had the Dasaita, and not sure that the Dasaita supports steering wheel features or not. I'll have to check that, but I do have that now installed on the Alpine, and it works flawlessly. So guys, I'm not gonna do a full review of the Alpine system. The main complaint, I should say, that I had about the Dasaita. Maybe I have a bad unit, I don't know. But A, it took forever to boot. B, it took forever for Bluetooth to hook up. And on this Alpine, everything's flawless, everything's seamless, everything just moves fast as you want it to. So, and there's no crackling, there's no audio issues whatsoever. It's just a really nice system. Plus, hey, you know, it sits flush. And although I thought I would like a big 10.1 inch screen, this is just so much cleaner. So much cleaner. It's what needs to be here. This is what belongs in here. So, like I said, I'm not going to do a full review of the Alpine deck. There are plenty of reviews out there. But this was just to show that the difference between a good quality deck and its Bluetooth features. Because my main complaint about the Dasaita was just the Bluetooth. It was just not connecting fast, oftentimes didn't connect, and I'm a business owner. I need to be able to get in my car, make sure know my Bluetooth is connected, and be able to answer calls when any one of my staff is calling me, and be able to get on the phone. And I also, you know, need to be able to play music or whatever I need to stream through Bluetooth. So there you have it. That's the review. And sadly, I'm selling the car today. I think I already mentioned this, but we're in a time right now where used car prices have gone up a little bit, and I'm in position today to sell the car for a little more than what I paid for it. Although I made a bunch of modifications. I added the steering wheel, I added the carbon fiber center console, the gauges. Although I did all this work and I even installed the really cool mirrors, I think I want to get a C7. I really like the C7 Corvettes, and I think that's what I'm going to go for. So, like I said, I'm going to take advantage of the market and sell it, wait a few months, see how prices fluctuate. Hopefully they'll drop a little bit on the C7s, and then I'll be back with a newer Vette and new projects to work on. Until then, stay safe, everybody.